What's up, guys? Me and Goose are back for
Week
another
3.
edition of Weekly Picks. So, if you're new, this is your first time coming in here. Goose, we recap how we did last week first, right?
Yep.
And then we dive into next week's picks.
Might as well do that, yeah.
Let's jump into that. How did we end up doing?
Well, you were 12-4 in your picks. You missed on the Bengals, the Falcons, the Eagles, and the Patriots. And I went one above 500. I was 9-7. I missed on the Bengals, the Vikings, the Dolphins, the Eagles, the Texans, the Patriots, and then the Saints. So I had a bad week. Bad week in the office.
Let me just say, how bad did the Eagles? They look bad. They're gonna struggle this year. That team's gonna struggle.
I agree.
What's up, Troxel? What's up, Zach? What's up, Lewis? What's up, guys?
Yeah,
what is going on?
Yeah, because so we didn't do too well. I didn't do too well pick last week, so. But I always tell people, don't listen to me. I'm a bad picker.
So let's recap. So let's start it off. We'll do exactly like we did last week. We'll recap how we did, or how each game went, and then we will jump into the next one. Hello, Sam. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the chat. How you doing, man? And then I don't want to say your name wrong, guys. So tell me how to pronounce that, so I can actually shout you out in stream. But he said, they said, will the Giants win?
Yeah, the Giants win. Who?
I don't know. That's
win. But
no Saquon is huge. I'll say that. No Saquon Barkley's massive. That was.
Although they did pick up Devontae Freeman.
I did see that. Here's the thing, man. I'll say this: the Giants' hopes and dreams this year are going to be put on the O-line. If the O-line can get it together, I think they'll be okay. But if the O-line can't get the chemistry together, that team's going to struggle bad.
Yep. All right, man. So it's your channel. So you go from. I guess we'll go to a Thursday night game. We'll go all the way down. Recap the games up here. So I'll let you start it off.
All right, let me pull it up.
Okay.
So we're gonna do like I said, guys, we're gonna recap last week, and then we jump into the week ahead. So we will recap week 2. And then head into week 3. Alrighty, Goose. So the Thursday night game was
we both said we weren't going to pick the Browns until they win again. So
until they won again. So Bengals and Browns played each other on Thursday night.
Yep.
The Browns barely pulled this one off, 35-30.
I think the Bengals scored a late touchdown that made it closer. They couldn't stop the run.
I was just gonna say that score isn't indicative to how that game went. The Bengals scored that garbage time touchdown.
Yeah.
Although I will say this, every game, Joe Burrow seems like he's definitely showing that he can compete in this league. If they ever fix the offensive line, I think the Bengals are going to be just
have a better chance. Yeah,
I think they're going to be just fine. I think Burrow showed that he can definitely compete in this league. The first 2 weeks, even the first week, he showed that he could compete. All right, so we will run them down. Next one up. Let's see. Hold on. Okay, so it was correct. I just want to make sure I have the right stuff up for you guys. So the next one I have, Goose, is the Giants and Bears.
Yep, Giants and Bears. We both picked the Bears.
We did pick the Bears, so we both hit on that one. But that game was that was closer than I thought. I thought the Bears would win that game by at least by at least 10 points, at least.
Yeah.
The Giants put up more of a
Giants
fight than I
have
thought, though. I would give them credit.
The Giants still have O-line issues. They can't pass block. They can't, run block it very well. They still have issues.
The big one to me, Goose, is not the pass blocking, but the run blocking. How like, you know what I mean? Like they're with a back like that, like Saquon, you gotta give him some stuff to work with, and he doesn't need much, even a small hole for just a second for him to squeeze through. But they gave him no help in that game. None.
Or they didn't. Yeah, that game was here. We had that game here in our market, so I watched a little bit of that game, and the Giants have bad luck. I don't know if you saw that game, but the Bears had a fourth down. The ball got knocked up in the air, and their offensive line called it for a first down. And the Giants have bad luck. The ball doesn't even go their way. Like Entertainer and Bad Dog, they were talking about it. The ball doesn't even bounce their way. I mean, it just doesn't. It doesn't. They just, when you have bad luck, man, it just snowballs. And the Giants have had bad luck for several years. And eventually they'll get it right. I think Gettleman. I think this will be his last year as the GM. I don't think he's going to survive.
If they don't perform, if they don't perform, I think if they don't win more than 5 games, 4 or 5 games, I think Gettleman's out. I don't think they'll tolerate. I think they'll be screaming for his job. So what's up, Darkness? What's up, Valix Prime Sports? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream, man. What's going on? Troxel Sports Talk in the house. What up, guy? And Trox, it does. It starts in the trenches, man. It does.
It does.
Especially with the Giants, because as soon as they drafted Saquon, that team became, however Saquon goes, so goes the Giants. Saquon goes for 100 on the ground, 100 on the ground and 20, 30, 40 in the air. That's usually going to equal a good end result for New York, Saquon gets held under 100 yards, it's usually not a good day for New York.
Yeah, what he won for like the first game was like 8 yards and 9 yards.
I think it was 8 yards, 8 total yards. Yeah,
that's just crazy.
If they, I mean, granted, it is a new offensive line. Most of that line is brand new. The Giants should start to be concerned if in like week 5 these same issues are still here.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, so we both hit on that one. We
did.
Yep.
The next one, which was a really good game, the Falcons and Cowboys.
Did you get that game?
That was the Cowboys were at home, I believe, in that one.
Yeah. Did you get that game?
I did. I watched that. I watched that game. That was a good game.
What were the Falcons thinking on the onside kick? Why did their players just let the ball just roll? I mean, they don't have to wait for it to go 10 yards at the receiver team.
But see, you know what I was like? I personally think maybe they didn't know the rule. Maybe they thought they had to wait.
That's exactly. They didn't know the rule. They thought it might have had to go 10 yards as a receiving team. No, you can go up and get it if it goes 1 yard. So they totally screwed that up. And and then man, because the Cowboys looked dead in the water. I think it was 20-0 at one point. The Falcons were up, and
as soon as the Cowboys got that onside kick, I was like, they're winning this game. They're going to win this game.
That's exactly what I said. I said the game's over with. They're getting this. They're getting this field goal, and they're going to win this football game.
So did you hear what the announce team said? They kind of trolled Atlanta a little bit in that game. They said that was Atlanta's biggest blown lead since 28-3.
Oh, since the 23?
Since the 28-3 collapse, that was their biggest blown lead. How do you do that though? Like the fact that the GM and coach are still around is like mind-boggling for that team. Like they've collapsed ever since they lost to the Patriots in the Super Bowl. They have absolutely fallen apart. Like that type of stuff is inexcusable.
Yeah. Now they're 0-2.
Yeah.
The season. So And again, and they should have won. And they should have won Sunday.
They should have. The Falcons should have absolutely beat the Cowboys. Like no contest.
They were destroying them. I mean, they were destroying the Cowboys.
No contest.
They were destroying the Cowboys. And
that first half was straight up dominance. Literally, like Dallas couldn't do anything.
I was like, man, I was thinking, man, geez, Dallas is about to get ridiculed because they're about to go 0-2, and the NFL is all about wins and losses. Don't matter if you win by 1 or 20. The NFL it's just win.
Yeah. An inch or a mile, man. As long as you get the W, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. This isn't college football when like you have to play your ranked teams and move up in the polls. There is no polls.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
In the NFL. So if you're 10-6 and that wins your division, guess what? You get a home playoff game.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So, what's up, Leedy? What's up, King Ivo? What's up, Karam? What up, guys? What's going on? All right, Goose. So let's move on down to the next one, week 2. That would be the Lions and Packers. And once again, Green Bay impressive for the second week in a row. I believe putting 40 points up again.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers has like over 600 yards passing for the year, 6 touchdowns.
Dude, I'll say he's
woken up this year. He woke up.
They drafted Jordan Love, and I bet it kind of put a hair across his ass a little bit. You know what I mean? Give him a little extra motivation, because I tell you, man, some of the throws that he's made these past 2 weeks, it's kind of looking like the Aaron Rodgers of 5 years ago is back, and if that's true, that's a problem, because that is vintage, like top of his game, Aaron Rodgers, and that's going to be an issue to a lot of teams.
Yep. Mainly one this weekend, but we'll get to that game later. So the Packers, we both had the Packers winning that game. We both figured that Lions were just not a good football team. So we both hit on that one. So.
I think we both picked them, right? We both picked
we both picked Green Bay.
All right, next game up. The Jags and Titans, which again wasn't the Jaguars have kind of impressed me a little bit. Gardner Minshew led them back into that game against the Titans.
I was watching a little bit on NFL Red Zone, but the Jaguars might not be the worst team in the league. Like everybody thought.
I don't think they are, dude. They've shown a lot of fight the last this game and the first one. But they lose a close one, though. That was 33-30. That was I will say this, though. The Titans did do a good job closing that fourth quarter out. They did. And they put Gostkowski in a they put their trust in Steven Gostkowski.
And didn't he miss like three
last week, yeah.
First week, yeah.
And he looked awful.
That's your ex-kicker.
It is.
Yips. They call it the yips. They call it. Can't hit.
I think so. I think it was one of those things where it was just his first game back in a year, and just just getting back into it. But I mean, like that 49-yard kick was ice. That was a good kick.
He can make that, but he can't make an extra point. That would.
But did we both get this one right or no?
Yeah, we both got that one right.
All right. So next game, the Colts and Vikings.
And we both swung and missed on this one.
Yes, yeah. Because I know for a fact I picked the Vikes in this one.
We both thought Minnesota was going to win this game, and they looked horrible.
What has happened to Minnesota, man? What has happened to them?
I mean, Cousins.
They look bad, dude.
Yeah, they didn't look good at all. I was watching a little bit of that game on NFL Red Zone. I watch NFL Red Zone, and this the plays they show, man. Yeah, they Vikings look hard. I mean, the Colts just destroyed them.
You know what the issue is that back I did a little digging. The back half of that defense, I guess, is like super young. And I mean, the last 2 weeks they've just been torched. They've just been absolutely tore up.
Yeah, that was surprising. I thought that I thought the Vikings would win that game.
Because they're a better team than what they're playing. They're by far a better team than what they're playing.
You know, we're seeing the lack of preseason and training camp for these teams, but everybody's in the same boat. So
I believe there was 19 significant injuries yesterday. 19. Yeah. Like that, dude. That's unheard of.
Yeah, and that's contributed to the limited training camp and
no preseason, no time preseason.
For nothing. And players really aren't in the best of shape that they should be. I know that the 49ers were complaining about the Jets field.
The field, they're saying the field was terrible.
So they were complaining about that. So, yeah. So, all right. So,
but that's the Jets. So even their field is terrible.
Yep. So what's next on the list here? See.
All right. Our next game was another good one. The Bills and Dolphins facing off.
I thought I was going to hit on that one, man. For a minute there, I said, "Man, Fitzmagic." I thought I hit a home run on that one, but nah, Bills won that one. Close though.
I know. See, and once again, it's like these games. The Bills should absolutely crush the Dolphins. You know what I mean?
That's why I picked Fitzmagic. I had a feeling that they were going to win, but they had a chance, but they didn't. They weren't able to pull it out. So
I wonder at what point are we going to see Tua this season?
Eventually, I think.
What do you think? Week 4, week 5, maybe.
If he's healthy, I think we'll see him. If he's not healthy, I don't think we'll see him. But if he's healthy, I think we'll see him.
Yeah, but, if that hip is good to go, then and I'm the Dolphins and you're like 0-3, 0-4.
Yeah, you might want to put him out of there.
Just see what you got, dude.
Yeah,
see what you got. I mean, that's just me. I don't know how you feel, but if I was,
I agree.
Them, that's how I would look at it.
He's your future, but if he's not healthy, if he's not fully healed from the hip surgery, then I wouldn't put him out there. But if
don't risk it at all. Yeah,
good to go. Then I think you'll see him probably, like you said, if they're 0-4, 0-5, I definitely think you might see the Fitzmagic era.
Start or end, I should say. End. All right. So next up, Goose, we got the Niners and the Jets.
We just talked about the Niners and the Jets. Yeah. Frisco won, but they lost, in my opinion.
Oh yeah. They had some.
They won the game, but they lost a lot of players, and I think they'd rather probably lose the game and keep and would have kept all their football players that they've lost. I think lost 3 players. I think it was Garoppolo, Nick Bosa, I think Mostert.
And the running back Mostert, yeah. Bosa they lost for the year. He's done. Luckily Garoppolo won't be out for the whole year.
He's like 4, but I think he's 4-6 weeks now. I think he's out.
I think 4 weeks. Yeah.
And the quarterback they have, Nick Mullins. I mean, he's not NFL. He's not an elite NFL. I mean, it's not good for San Francisco. I almost say.
Put it. Mullins is a guy where he's not going to win you a game, but I don't necessarily think he's going to throw a pick in the last 2 minutes and cost you one either.
I just don't know if he had. I just don't know if they're going to win much with him. But I guess we'll find out. But
I wonder what they're. I'll have to look when we get off stream or just have to look for maybe next time. I'll have to look at San Fran's schedule to see what the next 3 or 4 games are going to be like for them.
Yep.
To see how good of a chance Mullins has to go because they're 1-1 right now.
Yeah,
the Jets, on the other hand, the Jets could probably be one of the worst teams in the league right now.
Yeah, they might be tanking for Lawrence. They might be the New York team that gets Trevor Lawrence. Hey, could you imagine if they get Trevor Lawrence, the Jets, and let's just say Trevor.
If they do get Trevor Lawrence, they need to fire Adam Gase.
Let's just say they get Trevor. Let's just say the Jets get Trevor Lawrence, and the Jets, surpass the Giants. And I was like, man, would that be something? All the Giants fans talking about tanking for Lawrence. That's all you see by the Giants fans now is they want to tank for Trevor Lawrence, which I think is a stupid idea to tank for a player. I mean, if you get the number one pick, so let's say the Giants do get the number one pick, I think they should take them. I think it's a no-brainer. If whoever gets, whoever gets,
well, you could pick them, right, and then you could always trade them for somebody.
Yeah, I think he has a better upside than Daniel Jones. I think he has a higher ceiling.
I would agree with that. I
would definitely, if the Giants do get their one pick, I definitely would take Trevor Lawrence. I don't care who's on the board.
So then the whole thing comes up with. Oh no, Troxel's right. He said they got to pass Detroit up. Detroit's probably worse than the Jets. That's true.
Okay. Yeah, Detroit's bad.
It's probably gonna. But you know what, Troxel? It's probably gonna come down to them too. It's probably gonna come down to New York and Detroit. Who's gonna?
Yeah, didn't the Lions have the second pick or the third pick in this draft? Third pick, wasn't it? Third. Yeah, the Redskins picked second this past year, didn't they? It was the.
Oh, so here we go. The chat coming through for us. So Darkness says the 49ers next 4 games are the Giants.
That's winnable.
The Giants, the Eagles, the Dolphins, and the Rams. So the Giants and the Eagles are interesting because both of those they could probably win. The Dolphins
they can win.
Actually, you know what? The Eagles' defense is pretty good, so maybe they'll lose. So maybe they'll beat the Giants, lose to the Eagles.
Yep. They can go 2-2.
Lose to the Rams, and then beat the Dolphins. So yeah, they could possibly go 2-2.
If they win 2-2, then they got Garoppolo back. Well, then they're right back on. Then they're right back on schedule again.
It would be interesting if Garoppolo, if that ankle is worse than they expect, because you know who they face. You know who they face in Week 5.
Who's that? Oh, they must play the Camtriots.
They play us in, I believe, Week 5. Week 5 we have San Fran. So if that ankle is bad and no Jimmy on the field, it's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
And if Rocha is watching, I'm taking your money, Roach. We're beating the Niners.
Man.
I'm taking your money, Roach. Sorry, man. All right, so after that, Goose, we got the Rams and Eagles, and the Rams. Me and you swung and missed on this one. We thought
we both had Philadelphia.
Did we hit it? I thought we.
No. We both picked the Eagles.
Did we? Oh, I thought I. See, this is one I couldn't remember who I picked.
We both picked the Eagles.
So we swung and missed on this one because we thought the travel across country was going to affect the Rams.
We thought the travel across country was going to, even though there's no fans and all that, we thought the jet lag would get the Rams playing on Sunday night.
They absolutely destroyed Philly.
And then it wasn't even close. Rams are a little better than people probably thought. Well, they obviously are, but they're better than people thought.
You know, dude. You know who I think is like the unsung hero of that team? Robert Woods.
Robert Woods?
Yes, absolutely. I think Cooper Kupp and Aaron Donald and you name it. I think a lot of other guys get placed ahead of Woods and the importance, but I think the offense runs through that dude.
They're much better than people predicted them to be this year, obviously.
You think of Goff, you think of Cup, you think of Aaron Donald, but like Robert Woods, I think is the unsung hero of that team. But yeah, they took Philly apart. It wasn't even close.
All right. What game
What's
we got
up,
next?
Pats Nation Sports Talk? What's up, man? Leedy, the Eagles' defense was horrendous against the Rams. It was terrible. It was absolutely.
Yeah, I watched some highlights of that game, and it was. Yeah.
I did see that, Elias. We're actually going to talk about that coming up. All right, so next, Goose, we got the Broncos and the Steelers, and once again, this was a very close game.
A close game, and another injury.
I know.
To another player.
I know.
Drew Lock is out.
And I actually just heard about an hour ago. It's Drew Lock's rotator cuff, and it's pretty bad. So that is not good for. That is not good for the Broncos.
A lot of injuries so far this year with a lot of players, big name players too. So, a lot of injuries.
Roethlisberger lit it up again, though.
Yeah. Big Ben. All the
over
questions.
302 touchdowns again.
There was questions going into the year about how's he going to perform.
How's the elbow? Did the surgery work and all this stuff? Yeah,
Big Ben is doing pretty good so far.
And I'll say this, dude, that Steelers defense is legit. That Steelers D is legit. They're big, they're fast, and they're physical. The one weakness they have is the secondary. That's the only weakness they have. Linebackers are pretty good. The front four is good. That offense looks real good. It's definitely finding its stride. They could surprise some people this year. The Steelers could absolutely surprise some people this year. It wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me when the Steelers play the Ravens that they take one of those games. They take one of those games from them.
Yeah.
Because now they actually have a legitimate quarterback, and that's what they were lacking last year, is that leadership on the field. I'm telling you, they could absolutely split with the Ravens this year.
Yep.
Personally, I hope they beat them both because I hate the Ravens.
Hate the Ravens.
Speaking of hating the Ravens, what's up, Ravens Red Zone?
Speaking of the Ravens. All right, so we got the Steelers winning. What's up next on the list here? Should be
all right. So for week 2, after the Steelers and Bronco game, the Panthers and Buccaneers game, and once again, Tom Brady looks like that chemistry just keeps getting better with the Bucs. He looked a lot better than last week. And,
a lot better than last week. The first week he did. No, I mean
they beat him up pretty good, 31-17.
The Panthers are probably the worst team in the NFC South.
They're
McCaffrey. McCaffrey, another player, out for about 4 to 6 weeks.
Yeah, see, what happened to him? I didn't get to see that injury.
I didn't get to see that. I don't know his injury, but yeah, he's out. I think it's an ankle also, ankle sprain. But he's out 4 to 6 weeks. McCaffrey, another
big
injury.
Big name that could hurt.
Another injury to big name players, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's with him out. That just hurts their offense. He's a 1,000-yard receiver, 1,000-yard receiver, Russian receiver. So he's that's gonna hurt. They're really gonna have to pick it up. I don't know how they're going to fill that void. You can't replace somebody that runs for 1,000 yards and then receives for 1,000 yards. I mean, that's just. I mean, there's only been 3 guys. I think there's only been 3 guys in the history of the NFL to do it. He's one of them. So Roger, Craig, Marshall, Falk, and him. I think it's only 3 guys that done it in NFL history. So you can't replace that. You can't. It's just
and they're already 0-2. You know what I mean?
it's
So
already
that's
too.
that's gonna be a struggle there. Now this one, the Arizona Cardinals
Those
making some
Cardinals
noise, 2-0 on the
and
season as they beat the Washington football team up
I
30
mean,
to 15.
I couldn't. I was waiting for this to talk to you about this. I know they beat Washington. Washington is bad, but man, Arizona, are they a contender in the NFC West? I mean,
I'm gonna go out on a limb, dude, and say yeah. I think that
we talked about them.
I think they're gonna be legit this year. I
We
think the
talked
Cards are gonna
about
make some noise.
we talked about them possibly getting that last wild card spot because they're adding a playoff spot every conference. But man, they're 2-0, and they beat the defending NFC champions the first week. And now, yeah, I know they beat Washington, but Washington did win last week against Philadelphia, so they were 1-0.
Yeah.
But
Hey, let's put on pause. This is a good question. I want to get your opinion on it because see, I have my opinion because I'm a Patriot fan, but this is a Patriot question. So, what do you think about that?
wait, people were saying that the receivers are better this year than they were last year. Are they the same?
They're playing better. They're playing better with Cam than basically the chemistry is better with Cam than it was with Brady.
Well, the only game I saw was probably this weekend against Seattle. I thought y'all looked pretty good. The play call at the end of the game was suspect, but I don't know. But it does seem like they're throwing the ball better. I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
Roberto, you know what the difference is? Cam is involving everyone. He's throwing the ball to Bird. He's throwing the ball to Harry. Brady had his guys that he trusted, and he basically just went to them. It was the James White and Julian Edelman show last year. Yeah. And N'Keal Harry made a couple of mistakes, and he never went back to him. Cam is showing trust in these guys, and even if they make a mistake, he'll go right back to them in the next couple of plays. Like, you have to. That's how guys learn. That's how those young receivers, that's how those first, second-year guys learn. Like, they might make a mistake, but if you say, all right, man, I got you. I'm going to come back to you in 2 plays. So, you might have messed this one up, but don't, I'm going to come back to you and we'll go again. And that's the biggest difference. Cam is trusting his guys. He's throwing the ball well so far. He is. He's putting it on him, and I've only seen, I want to say 4 or 5 bad throws in both games. And that's been spaced through 2 whole games where he kind of threw behind him or over him a little bit. But for the most part, the throws have been pretty accurate, man.
Yeah, he's played pretty well, better than I thought he was going to play.
Yeah, absolutely. I knew they would have to kind of shift the offense around to fit him, but they're asking him to throw high percentage throws, and he's putting it on his guys, and it looks good, man. But so let's run it down. Let's keep rolling down. But that's my thoughts on that, man. What up, though? What's up, Pat? What's up, man?
Pat, next game should be the KC and the Chargers, huh?
It is.
Yeah.
So
that was a good game.
This was a surprise, dude. Honestly, this was one of the most surprising games. How about Justin Herbert coming in?
I thought he was going to get his victory.
Going shot for shot.
I thought he was going to get his victory, man.
I did too, dude. I was kind of rooting for it. I was like the young gunslinger coming in and going toe to toe with Mahomes.
And I think Herbert's gonna. I think he's gonna start next week.
Oh yeah.
And I think
after seeing what he just did against the Chiefs, absolutely leave that kid in. Leave the hot hand in.
I know Tyrod Taylor had a problem with a shot for an infection or something like that. That's why he didn't play. But man, Herbert showed a lot of promise, and if he's gonna be your future,
I would, dude, honestly, roll with the hot hand. He looked real good. The confidence is up. He's got his confidence up. And he came out of Oregon, and he was a 50-50 guy, whether or not people actually thought that he could make it in the league. And He showed pretty well the other day, man.
You're right.
Yeah,
What that was. That was a damn
SMIG.
good.
I heard. I did hear that Anthony Lynn said Tyrod Taylor's the starter. That's crap. That's crap. Herbert, mark my words, dude. Herbert's going next week.
But that was a damn good kick that the KC made.
Yeah.
In, overtime.
Yeah.
Was it 55? 50. How long was that kick? 55, 56?
It was somewhere. I think. Yeah. It was like. I think it was like 56. It was a long kick.
Yeah, and I didn't think he was going to make it, and now he drove it. But yeah, so the Chiefs are 2-0.
Did you get to watch that? That was a great game.
That was on CBS here.
That was awesome.
Yeah, I thought for a minute there, I thought the Chargers were gonna pull it out. I really did, but Herbert played well for his first game. He should have nothing to be ashamed about. But
dude, not at all. He played real well, like real well. So we're gonna keep rolling down, Goose. Yep. And the Ravens and Texans, once again, Baltimore getting the victory, 33-16. And
yeah, I was wrong. I was wrong on this one. Man, I believed in Bill O'Brien for some reason.
O'Brien needs to be fired.
I believed in Bill O'Brien. Well, he's a GM. I guess he can't. I guess the owner has to fire him. He's the GM.
He's got to get fired. So. He's not the guy anymore.
Yeah.
But the Ravens, they keep rolling, dude. It's
yep.
You know what it is with them? It's just a methodical. You know how they are. They use Lamar in that RPO style stuff, and it's a methodical beatdown. They've done it 2 weeks in a row now.
Yeah, and there's one city there's probably one city that hates the Ravens more than you. That's Cleveland, because that's their team.
That's their team. Literally,
that's their team. That's Cleveland's team right there. And Art Modell moved him away in the mid to late 90s, and then they won a Super Bowl. After all those years, they lost to Elway in the AFC Championship game. They finally win a Super Bowl when they go to Baltimore. That had to be like soul crushing.
I know,
Browns fans. I mean, that had to be like
they move, and wasn't it like the next year they won the Super Bowl?
It wasn't too long after that. It was like 2 or 3 years after that. It wasn't long.
Yeah.
I think that was a 2000 season. I think it was when they won, but it wasn't too long after they left Cleveland.
Yeah,
when they went and won the Super Bowl. And so, man.
So the next game,
Ravens,
the Sunday night game. This was a real good game, and I had said that if the Patriots do lose, I just want to see them compete.
And they compete.
I said that earlier. I was like, if they do lose, I don't want to see them get blown out. I want to see them keep it close, and I want to see them make the Seahawks earn it. And they do that 2 yards away, dude. 2 yards away.
I don't like that play call, but I mean,
me either. I would have given him an RPO. I would have given him an option to throw it too, because they.
But I mean, I thought Pete Carroll was an idiot for throwing it on third down when y'all had no timeouts left, and he threw it like on 3rd and 1 or whatever it was, and the clock stopped and gave y'all the ball back. I was like, what the hell is Pete Carroll doing? I was like, really, what is he doing?
The most impressive part was the drive. Cam drove him right down.
Awesome.
Cam drove him right down the field. And he threw some darts on that drive to keep it going.
When y'all got it to the 2 yard line, I thought like you saying, okay, they're gonna do some kind of RPO and they're gonna slip out. They're gonna slip a receiver out in the end zone.
Or the fullback. I thought for sure they were gonna send Johnson out on a pass.
And so Cam's gonna have an option where he can run it in easily, or he could be able to dip it on out to a tight end or a fullback, like you said, and the pass were going to win the game.
The back end of that end zone was. I thought for sure they were going to sneak a guy or tight end or something out to try and throw it.
And then when he got upended and he was I said, come on, was that really? That's the play call you do? It's like, oh man.
What up, QC? What's up, Rogue Dog? What up, Fire Destroyer? What's up, guys?
They watched too many Auburn. They watched too many Auburn highlights when he did it in college.
Well, you know what it was too. That was the exact same play they ran on Cam's first touchdown where we ran it in. So they you know what I mean. I think it was one of those. I think it was just one of those situations where they knew they knew what was coming, because that dude
like you said, I think they
that linebacker submarine Johnson, the fullback, and Cam had nowhere to go. You know,
nowhere to go.
Johnson was supposed to make that block, and the guy submarined him, so Cam had nowhere to go. The edge was already set. You know, so it was like it was just a good play. It was just a good play from the Seattle defense.
They knew a play was coming, and like you said, they should have had an RPO to just to have another option. But I think Cam,
because if Cam could have got to the outside, I mean, like around the edge to the sideline, it might have been. You know, I'd rather have him do that. You know, put Cam in a foot race to the pylon over trying to run it right around the end there.
But I've been impressed with. I thought Cam Newton. I thought his career was done. But he's impressed me these first 2 weeks. Y'all had a very good chance to be 2-0 right now.
He looks good. He does. He looks good.
Yep. So we got the Monday night game in the Death Star.
The first game in the Death Star. So this was your team. So I'll let you take the lead on this one.
I mean, first of all, that's a nice stadium, isn't it?
Dude, it's cool. It is really cool.
I think there was one shot like it's in the end zone where like it opens up and you can look out on the strip. Oh man, that's $1 million view right there, man. It's $1 million view. But let's get to the Saints. Huh? All right, so Saints lost 34-24, and after the first quarter, this game was. I mean, the Raiders just kicked the Saints' ass after that first quarter. I mean, I think the Raiders scored on 6 of the last 7 drives that they had the football, and the one drive that they didn't score on was the fumble. So we didn't make them punt. We didn't get them off the field. I think they were 10 out of 17 on third downs, and they were 2 on 2 on fourth downs. So it's theoretically that's 12 out of 17 times the drive was extended on third down for more or after that. So man, that's bad football on defense. Drew Brees can't throw the football more than 10 yards. I don't think Michael Thomas would have helped yesterday because their defense was so awful. We couldn't stop their tight end. He had 10 catches for 120 yards. That guy Waller.
I was just gonna say that the middle of the field they crushed you guys in that 10 to 12 yard mark.
Yeah, having Michael Thomas wouldn't have changed because, I mean, we ran the ball for like 19 times. When the Saints under Sean Payton, when they run the ball for less than 20 carries a game, they lose. They don't win. They don't win. They have like a 20% win, but they're awful. They don't win. Now, when they run the ball like over 25 times, the Saints win like a very good clip. But I mean, they don't run the ball enough. They need to run the ball more with Murray. I think Murray only had like 2 or 3 carries in the game. Latavius Murray's a good guy, to run between the tackles, especially now since Drew Brees can't throw the football. I mean, he just cannot throw the football more than 10 yards anymore. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, that's not going to get any better. That's not going to get any better. I mean, there's no – I mean, Father Time is undefeated. Father Time will catch up with you. It will knock you on the ground, and guess what? You ain't getting up. You ain't getting up. You're not getting up by the time.
I've noticed Breeze doesn't seem like his usual like gunslinger self anymore.
I mean, he even missed. I know this was an offensive pass interference, but Jared Cook pushed somebody down. He was wide open, and Breeze airmailed it. He airmailed it, so it wouldn't have mattered because it would have got called back because of offensive pass interference. But he airmailed right over Jared Cook. I said, man, Breeze never does that.
Yeah,
and I don't think it has anything to do with no preseason, no limited spring, no training camp, because Breeze has been in the league for 20 years. He's not a rookie. He doesn't need the timing with his receivers. I just think that Breeze. This is his last year. I thought last year should have been his last year, but the Raiders thoroughly kicked the Saints' ass.
I'm trying to get my camera to white balance, QC, because it's in and out of focus.
Yeah, get a white piece of paper. I get a white piece of paper, and sometimes that works. Yeah, that happens to me sometimes when you have to get a white piece of paper and it to get the camera refocus. It's weird. I know.
There we go. All right.
Yeah, but the Raiders were definitely the better team. Oh, yesterday it wasn't even close. I mean, after the first quarter, the Saints were up 10-0. They were looking good. Their offense was looking good. Their defense looked good in the first quarter, but then Raiders made adjustments. The Saints didn't do anything after that, and we couldn't stop them for shit, man. We couldn't. I mean, our defense was awful. And now we got to go play. Now we got to go play a better quarterback this Sunday night. So
yeah. QC, if I could use the Force, I would snap my fingers and just have a fat ass Italian sub in front of me. That's how I would use the Force.
And so you beat me. You beat me this year. Actually, you were 11-5. I counted the Vikings for you as a win for some reason, but you were 11-5. I was 9-7, but you won again because you were 10-6 the first week. I was 9-7, and you were 11-5 last week. I was 9. At least I'm consistent. Over 500. Let's see if I can do a little better this week in my bet. So we'll go. I guess we'll start with a Thursday night game. I think that's the Jaguars and the Dolphins.
Hold on. I'll bring it up right now. Hold on. Let me pull week 3 up.
I think that's the first game. Basketball game later.
Let me pull week 3 up.
All right.
Alrighty. All right, we are good. So our first matchup is Miami at Jacksonville for Thursday night.
Miami at Jacksonville, man. So this is a Thursday night game.
So that's going to be a real good game. Not really.
Yeah, I mean, Thursday night games, usually the road teams on these short weeks don't do well. And I thoroughly agree this is going to happen this week. I don't think Miami's winning this game. Give me the Jags.
Yeah, I'll take Minshew Mania. Give me Jacksonville too.
I mean, these teams don't play well. When they gotta travel on these short weeks.
Yeah,
these road teams. That's what I hate about these Thursday night games with the NFL and their whole player safety. And they do these short weeks. So you know the reason why they have these Thursday night games. I mean, money. So
for money, just for the extra money. Yep.
Money. So, but give me the Jags. You pick the Jags too. I think we'll be okay in this pick.
All right, next up. So that's Thursday night. We are going to start it off with our first 1:00 game.
All right.
Chicago at Atlanta.
Ooh, Chicago at Atlanta. All right.
Chicago's defense has proven to me that it looks like it's Swiss cheese. Yep. So I'm going to go with the Falcons.
I will agree with you. I think Atlanta's going to win.
I think Matty Ice is going to throw all over that Chicago defense.
I mean, the Falcons have scored points. So they have thrown the football pretty well.
Ryan threw for 450 this week.
I think he threw for
500. I think he threw 500 this week. Or some ridiculous number. I know it's it was ridiculous.
I think he threw for 400 last week, the first week when he played Seattle. I think he had a good passing day. But, give me the Falcons in that. Yeah, I agree. Falcons.
The Falcons always choke Vegas. Ever since we mind-fucked them in the Super Bowl, they haven't been the same.
But I think they will win this week. I think they'll get their first victory. The Bears, like the Bears, somebody said the Bears can't handle a shootout. That's yeah, I agree.
That's
with that.
true. No, that's what I mean. I think Ryan is going to throw all over Chicago. All right, Goose. Next 1 o'clock game, we have Los Angeles traveling to Buffalo to play the Bills.
That's the Chargers.
Yes.
Chargers.
No, the
and
LA
Bills.
Rams. Excuse me, Rams.
Rams.
Rams and
Rams.
Buffalo.
Rams versus the Buffalo Bills. Give me the Rams. I'm starting to believe. I'm starting to believe in the Rams.
Yeah, Buffalo's offensive line is suspect, and Aaron Donald, I think, is going to. I think Aaron Donald's going to chew that offensive line up. So I will take the Rams as well.
I'm starting to believe in the Rams. They beat the Cowboys, and now they beat the Eagles. So yeah, give me the Rams.
All right, next up, Goose. Washington heading to Cleveland to play the Browns.
God. Oh God! Washington and the Browns, man. Jeez. I would hate to have to pick this in Survivor. You know, when you had the Survivor picks in NFL. You know, when what if this was you were down to this game? You're like, my God. Oh man, I hate to say it, but give me Cleveland. Give me Cleveland.
You're picking Cleveland?
Give me Cleveland. Yeah. Give me Cleveland. I mean, I hate to say it, but give me Cleveland.
I'll take Washington.
I mean
I'll take Washington. Give me Washington.
Like I said,
give me Washington. I'll take Washington.
I'm not like I said. I'm not very confident on this pick. I'm probably like a 2, but I think the Browns win.
Give me the Washington football team.
I think the Browns win. That past week was fool's gold because who they played, but yeah, give me Cleveland.
All right, Goose. Up next, Tennessee traveling to Minnesota to play the Vikings. I will take the Titans because Minnesota's defense looks terrible, especially the secondary. I will take the Titans.
Titans or the Vikings? Man, Vikings are what, 0-2?
Yes, Vikes are 0-2. Yes, they are. Their their defensive secondary is bad. It's bad.
But see, Tennessee doesn't throw the football though.
Tannehill proved last week that he could. Or I should say this past week he could throw.
Well, you know, you're always supposed to go with your gut instinct.
Sorry, if QC's still in here. Sorry, QC. I'm sorry, man, but that Vikings, that Vikings defense, the secondary is that's killing you guys. It's killing you guys. Teams are throwing all over you.
You always say you're supposed to go with your first inclination, and
what did you think, the Vikings or?
I'm picking the Vikings. You know how you say I'm picking the Vikings. You know, I always say, when you're trying to guess at the answer, you always go with your first guess.
Yep.
Give me Minnesota. Give me Minnesota.
It's not Karam. It's not Kirk. It's not Cousins. It's the defense. It's the defense. They can't stop anybody. They literally can't stop anyone, and that means they can't get the run game going because they're always playing from behind.
Yeah, their defense looked bad Sunday, but give me the Vikings. I'm not going to go away from it. That was my first inclination.
It's the defensive. You have to throw. You know this, Goose. You have to throw when you're behind.
Yeah, right. Because if you're throwing the ball 50 times a game and running at 15, you're not going to win the NFL. You're not going to win the NFL. Not going to win.
Yeah, it's the defense. It's not the offense. And not to mention, QC just said it, the receivers for the Vikings have left Cousins hanging out to dry a couple of times. More than a couple of times.
All right, we got next.
All right, moving on, Goose. We got the Vegas Raiders coming to Gillette Stadium to play the Patriots.
Vegas Raiders and the Patriots. Okay, I'll let you. That's your team. So you go first.
I'm taking the Patriots. and the Raiders are going to go home wanting the same time, just like they're going to go home wanting, just like the Tuck rule. Just like the Tuck rule, you guys came up short. Sorry.
You got the Camtriots, huh? All right. Yeah, give me the Patriots. Give me the Patriots. I like the way Cam Newton's played these first 2 weeks. You're a yard away from being 2-0, and Seattle's a very good football team.
The way they were able to hang with Seattle, like it was that was real good.
Hey, give me the Patriots.
That's going to be a close game. That Raider game is going to be another close game. That'll be a touchdown game, and that'll come down to final possession. That Raider team, I think, is starting to open some people's eyes.
Yeah.
That Raider team is starting to open some people's eyes.
What we got next?
So. I had to get that little jab in. Sorry if there's any Raider fans in here, guys, but that's going to be a good game. By the way, the Raiders are for real. They're going to surprise some people this year too. Jacobs is an absolute beast. Next, we got San Francisco traveling to New York to play the Giants.
Niners and the Giants. Giants lost injuries, both teams. Frisco lost Bosa. They lost, Garoppolo, Mostert.
See, no Garoppolo, no Garoppolo, no like general on the field. That's huge.
Give me the Giants. Get the first win. Give me the Giants.
I was just gonna say, damn, you stole my damn thought. I'm gonna take the G-men. Give me the G-men.
Give me the Giants. Give me the Giants. I think they're good.
No Mozart and no Garoppolo. No running game.
No Bosa.
And no Bosa.
Yeah, and they did sign Devontae Freeman, which is a good running back. He's a decent running back. Give me the Giants, man. Give me the Giants. I think they'll just outsuck the Niners. So.
I'm telling you, I'm taking. Yeah, we'll both take the Giants. We'll take the Giants.
Yep.
All right. Next game, Cincinnati traveling to Philly to play the Eagles. I'm gonna take Philly. I think the Eagles will rebound and they'll beat the Bengals.
Yeah, I think Philadelphia's better.
I think Philly's going to try and make that a statement game because they've been playing a lot worse than what they really are.
Yeah, I agree. Give me Philadelphia. I think they're better than the Bengals.
They're just better than what they've played. They're much better than what they've played.
Well, that's always their best. But that was a problem last year. They were better than what they played last year.
If the Bengals roll into Philadelphia and beat the Eagles,
yeah,
Philly's got problems.
Yeah, they do.
If you let a Cincinnati Bengal team led by a rookie go in there and roll you,
right,
you got issues. That's going to be problems. The Eagles can't let this team roll in there and they can't let right. This is as close to a must-win game for the Eagles as it gets. Like they have got to win this game.
I agree. We both have Philadelphia. All right. We got next on the list.
Hey, Karan thinks he's real slick, right? Nice try though, bro. How about you get the hammer? And I'll see you later. Bye.
That's him.
You out of here. Somebody escort him to the doors and toss his ass into the alley out back.
Man.
Nice try, though. All right, next game.
E for effort.
Next
All
game.
right.
Houston traveling to Pittsburgh to play the Steelers. Guess what? Houston sucks. I'm taking the Steel City. Give me Pittsburgh. Big Ben's gonna freaking roll this team.
Yeah. I agree. Pittsburgh over Houston. Houston.
The Texans. They're bad. They're gonna roll into the Steel City and they're gonna get steamrolled. Big Ben's gonna throw all over this freaking team.
Yeah, I'd be utterly shocked if Houston wins that game, but give me Pittsburgh.
And with the Steelers defense looking the way it does, a top 10 D, yeah, they're screwed. The Texans are absolutely screwed. And I think that's going to be a two score win for Pittsburgh. I think they're going to beat them up pretty good. What's up, Brandon?
What's up, Brandon?
All right, Goose. Moving down the line, we got New York. The Jets traveling to Indianapolis to play the Colts. Go ahead, you pick.
Colts.
I was just going to say I have no faith in the Jets. None. That is such a badly run organization. Give me Indianapolis.
Colts. Give me Colts.
Give me Indianapolis. Yep.
Give me Colts. Yeah. Give me the Colts.
All right. Coming up next, Goose. Carolina traveling to Los Angeles to play the Chargers. I'm going to say Herbert starts and the Chargers win over the Panthers.
You got the lightning bolts.
Yep.
No Christian McCaffrey. Give me the Chargers. If Christian McCaffrey was playing, I'd probably pick Carolina, but no, give me the lightning bolts. Yeah, no McCaffrey is going to hurt their offense tremendously. So yeah, give me the lightning bolts.
All right, next up, Tampa Bay on the road to play the Broncos.
Ooh.
Give me Tampa Bay.
Yeah. No, there's no Drew Lock for Denver. Give me Tampa Bay.
So I did hear this. The Broncos signed Blake Bortles, so he will more than likely be starting. So you're gonna go Brady versus Blake Bortles. Come on, man.
Yeah.
And Karam said it too. Cortland Sutton is out as well for the Broncos.
Right. That's right. He is out too. That's right.
So yeah, I'll take Tampa Bay, and I expect Tom to roll that team. Next up, we got Detroit traveling to Arizona to play the Cardinals, and the Cardinals are absolutely going to stomp the Lions out.
Yeah, Arizona. Hey, give me Arizona. I agree.
Arizona's going to stomp that team out. They're done. All right, up next, if one of these teams plays to their potential, this is going to be a really good game. Dallas on the road to play Seattle. If Dallas could ever take their head out of their ass, this would actually be a good game.
I agree. Give me Seattle.
I'm going to take Dallas.
Hold on, my pin's out. Hold on.
I'm gonna take Dallas. Give me those schmucks with the star. I'll take Dallas. Who do you guys got? I'm taking Dallas. Brandon says Cowgirls win. Vegas says Seahawks. Who do you all got? Give me Dallas in that one.
You said you had Dallas, right?
Give me
You had
Dallas.
Dallas.
Give me Dallas on the road. I think Dallas pulls the upset.
All right. I had Seattle. So okay.
So we got a good split in the chat. That'll be a good game. That's a 425 game. After the Patriots play, I know where I'm going. I am going right to that game.
Yep.
Next game, Goose. This is the Sunday night game.
Oh yeah.
Green Bay headed to NOLA to play the Saints. I will give that one to you. What do you think, man?
You know, I usually don't bet on the Saints or LSU just because I just don't like betting on my own team. But I saw the Saints are favored in this game.
Are they really?
And I think Green Bay's getting 3.5 points. And I'm really thinking
you might want to jump. You might want to jump on that bet.
I might want to put $50 down on the Packers plus the 3.5.
Yeah.
The Saints, their defense looked bad this past week.
That's secondary. That's secondary.
I mean, they made play. They picked Tom Brady up twice the first week. They actually played pretty good the first week. This past week they looked horrible. Now, hope I'm wrong, but Packers. I'm picking the Packers. And I'm really thinking about putting $50 down on the plus 3.5 on Green Bay. And if I lose 50, but if my team wins and I lose $50, well then it's worth it. But I don't know. But
all right, so
yeah,
I'm gonna go against the grain. I'm gonna take New Orleans. Give me New Orleans. Give me the Saints.
Pick the Saints. All right.
Saints.
Man.
Give me the Saints. Come on. Focus. There we go. That's better.
Yeah, it's the white sheet of paper makes it like focus for some reason. I guess the white out or whatever it is you call it.
All right. Yeah, I'm going to go against the grain. I'm going to take the Saints. Give me the Saints.
Okay. All right.
Give me the Saints in that one. You want to know why? Because I don't trust Dallas coming into that building. They've choked in there before.
No, Green Bay. You mean Green Bay?
I mean Green Bay. I don't trust them coming into that building. They've choked in big spots. They have it
on a roll. So, and you know the Saints being at home on.
They've choked. Yeah, they've choked in big spots before.
They might come out and play better.
Give me Green Bay.
Wait, who are you playing? Who are you picking? Saints or Green Bay?
I mean, Jesus Christ, I'm losing my mind. You're confused. I will take the Saints. Green Bay is probably going to go in there and choke.
Okay. All right.
You watch. They'll have a lead, right? A lead late. The Saints will win it. The Saints will win it in the let's say halfway through the fourth. The Saints will win that game. They'll have a lead late.
All right. Then we got Monday night game. Who's Monday night coming up?
Monday night game is Kansas City and Baltimore.
Ooh, man, they picked a good game. So did you like Monday Night Football being on ABC? I did. I don't know why they don't just. I
liked ABC's broadcast better. I did.
I don't know why they don't just change that like it used to be. It always was on ABC. That way everybody can watch it if you had a digital antenna, or the rabbit ears back in the day.
Yeah.
Everybody can watch it. Now it's on ESPN. You gotta anyway, but So the Chiefs and where's the game at? Baltimore?
Hold on. Baltimore is home.
Give me the Ravens.
I was gonna say, I'm gonna take the Ravens. Fuck Kansas City.
I mean, Kansas City's not going undefeated.
Give me Baltimore in that one.
Yeah, give me Baltimore. Yeah, so all right. So we got some different picks. So we won't tie this week. So that's good. Hopefully, I'll do a little better this week. But
there's a lot of 50-50 games coming up.
Yeah.
This week 3 has a lot of 50-50 games. And I think there's a lot of games that are going to be closer than people think. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Probably so.
Like with all the injuries, San Francisco and New York and the Giants, I think that's going to be a closer game than people think.
Yeah, there might be a lot of Dallas and Seattle probably be close.
If Dallas plays to their potential, that'll probably be the best game of the afternoon.
But Dallas should have lost this past Sunday, but they didn't.
Yeah.
But they didn't. I mean, they didn't. So you can't if and buts, you know.
And here's if you're betting the over in the Ravens, if you're betting, take the over in the Ravens and the Chiefs game.
I would love to see what the over under is on that. I have to go look at that.
You want me to see if I can pull it up? Hold on.
What's the over under next? Bet now. I usually go to betnow.eu.
Hold on.
Betnow.eu usually has all the lines on there.
Yeah. Over under is 52.
52?
52.5.
Wait. 52 for the Chiefs and the Ravens.
52 over under.
Oh, I'm betting the over on that.
Take the freaking over all day long.
But see, Vegas is smart though, man. That scares me though when it's that low.
Take the over.
I mean, the eyeball says, "Oh, take the over, take the over." There's no way.
All that's got to do, right? All that's got to do is be 30, 34-27 and you win.
Yeah.
Tell me those teams can't do. They can absolutely do that. Take the freaking over. That's low. I'm surprised they set it that low.
That's low.
That's like real low. I wonder. See now you know, and see, since they set it that low, it almost who's the umpires for that game? Yeah. You know what I mean? That's going to be interesting, but that's low for that game. 52.
Yeah,
but that's it, man. That's what. So here's a question for you. What do you think the best game of the weekend is going to be?
Probably Seattle, Dallas. I think.
Something tells me the New Orleans Green Bay game is going to be the best of the weekend. Something tells me that New Orleans is going to come to play.
They better.
And if that team shows up against Green Bay, that's going to be a freaking shootout.
Yeah, the Saints better show up.
They better show up, or that team's going to roll them. It looks, dude. I'm telling you, I don't know how it looks to you, but it looks like Aaron Rodgers is playing with a chip on his shoulder, and that's not a good thing.
He's playing better than he played last year, and they really didn't go out and get any new receivers. I thought the receivers were the problem last year, but he's a fire up his ass.
It did. I think drafting Jordan Love, them trying to shove him out the door, or what I mean, just that, you let that fight, like, that's a motivated Aaron Rodgers is dangerous.
I just got an ESPN alert saying Devontae Freeman going to the Giants for a 1-year, $3 million deal. So that's official. So.
Yes, I am, Colby. I will be streaming the Celtics tomorrow. Yes, that's a fact. Yep.
You heard me?
Yeah, 1 year, $3 million for Devontae. Yeah. That's a pretty good deal. That's a team-friendly deal.
Super team-friendly deal. So now it is official that Devontae Freeman he will be playing this Sunday for the Giants. Yeah, so give me the Giants. that just
Hey,
reaffirms my pick.
So Sam Dog the Infamous in here. He's a Seattle fan. So Sam Dog, quick question before you take off, man, and do your picks. Who do you? I know I probably know the answer to this, but who you got Seattle and you got Seattle coming with Dallas coming to town to play you guys? I think if the Cowboys come to play, it's going to be an awfully interesting game.
Yeah, Colby's asking our Super Bowl pick, so we'll have to give him that in a minute.
The homer side in me says it's either going to be Patriots Green Bay or Patriots Seattle. That's the homer side of me. The realistic side of me says it's the Chiefs, and the Chiefs are probably one of the teams that's going to be in the mix this year again because they're just good. And then Green Bay, Seattle. If the Saints can make improvements in the defensive secondary, they're in that mix too. It's Seattle, Green Bay, the Saints, and insert whatever wild card team in there, but one of those four is making it.
I'm gonna say Seattle and Baltimore. I'm gonna say Baltimore finally. I'm gonna say Baltimore wins the AFC this year. But give me the Ravens and the Seahawks for the big dance.
So Sam Dog says he's got his Seahawks over the Cowboys in a close game, and then he's picking the Patriots to bounce back against the Raiders. I think so too, man. I think we're gonna beat the Raiders. No problem, Sam Dog. You got it, man. You all good. But yeah, Goose, we got us a lot of good games this week. There's a lot of good games. But any questions from you guys now? We'll take about 5 or 10 minutes, probably 5 or 10 minutes worth of questions from the fans. So if you guys want to ask us anything, go for it. We'll open it up for you guys. That's 52.5 for that game, though. That just seems really weird.
It does seem really low. Yes, I got time.
We'll take 5 minutes, Goose, and then we'll call it.
We got time.
NBA Finals predictions: Lakers, Celtics.
Well, I was way off. I had the Bucks and the Clippers, so I was way off on that. So giving me the Lakers. Man, I know it's gonna make you mad, but give me the Heat. Lakers and the Heat.
You think the Heat are gonna beat this up? You think they can outlast them?
Yeah.
It's gonna come down. See, they need to do the Celtics need to do exactly what they did in Game 3. Just the way you beat that 2-3 zone is just to drive into it all game long. Just aggressive to the hoop and get everybody in foul trouble. They did it.
Yeah.
They just got to keep, doing that. Don't. The problem with the Celtics is they try to get too cute sometimes, and it ends up killing them.
Hurting them.
Yeah. So Lewis says, do you see the Patriots trading for D.D. Westbrook? I don't know about D.D. Westbrook, but I definitely do see them making some kind of a move to get another receiver in here. I do. I couldn't tell you who, but I do think we end up with one more receiver in here before the deadline. But what do you think, Goose?
But
for Super Bowl, Super Bowl.
Well, I said the Ravens and the Seahawks.
Ravens and Seahawks. All right. The Hawks are a good team, man. They're good. They're a good team. I heard that too, Marvin Jones to the Patriots, but I think they would have to give up. I don't know if they have the collateral to get him because the Lions would want probably a good return from the Pats, and I don't know if they're willing or have the collateral to give them back.
Man, it's about Devontae Freeman. Does he have anything left in the tank? I mean,
we're gonna find out.
We're gonna find out.
I don't know. I don't know.
Some of these players get hungry when they get these prove it deals. So
Yeah. I don't know though. Devontae's want to play never was in question for me. It's just his. What's like? Is his body too broken to play? That's the problem. His drive and his want have always been there to play. He's never been like a sissy or a guy who's not afraid to get down and dirty. It's kind of a Todd Gurley situation where the guy's body is just breaking down. That would be my biggest worry with him. Can he stay healthy for the Giants for the rest of the year? Like, or are they going to have him on a pitch count? That is what I would be worried about.
Nick Crum asked, what coach is getting fired this year first? Could be Dan Quinn.
I would, yeah. If the Falcons do bad again this year, it's got to be Quinn. It has to be Quinn. Matt Patricia's on the hot seat too. If the Lions do bad, he's probably going to get fired too. And then Adam Gase for the Giants is another one.
Jets, you have the Jets, yeah. Yeah, Adam Gase for the Jets, yeah, he's another one. But
so I saw Billy Donovan is going to be coaching the Bulls now, which I think the Bulls could actually be halfway decent. Yeah, Donovan's a good coach.
You know, if the Pelicans had got him, I wouldn't have complained. That's for sure. I wouldn't have complained. But I don't know if they had any mutual interest. I don't know.
Yeah.
But the Bulls, well, they a good coach.
I think he's a good coach. I think he'll do well over there. But I think that is all we got for you guys today. We threw our picks out there for you guys, and we'll see how we do coming up on Thursday night.
Yep. And next week we'll be over on my house. We'll be my house next Thursday.
We will be in Goose's house next time.
My house next Thursday.
Down in the bayou.
We're about to hit with a cold front, man. I think Saturday. I think like next week the highs are going to be in the 70s. Like man. Ooh, man.
A cold front, dude. Suck my ass. Cold front. That ain't cold. Come up here in January. I'll show you a cold front.
I'm just saying I'm just telling what the meteorologist says. I don't call it a cold front. I'm just telling what the meteorologist calls it. He calls it a cold front.
Dude, I went there in February, and it was like 72 in Arizona, and I was every day shorts and a t-shirt and sunglasses, dude. Like people walking around in like long sleeve jerseys and sweatshirts. I was like, what is wrong with you people?
Yeah, they're not used to that cool weather. But yeah, it's gonna be cool.
It could be like 73 degrees, and the people in Arizona put their freaking heat on at night. It's like what?
What? Yeah, I'm gonna like that weather. Cause that one you can turn your AC off, open your windows in your house, and get God's air in the house. You know. So.
There you go. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. I'm gonna in the description box after I get out of here, I'm going to put Goose Sports' link in the description box. So if you guys don't have him already, I'm pretty sure everybody does in here, but if you don't have him, please go over and subscribe to his channel. He covers pretty much everything. He's a New Orleans sports fan. So you do what? LSU, the Saints, Pelicans, the Saints, and
that's it. We don't have no baseball team, so
that's true.
No baseball team to cover.
LSU, the Pelicans, and the Saints. So if you guys are a fan of any of those teams, go over there and subscribe to his channel. I will drop that in the description box at the end of this.
Lewis just said about Doc Rivers getting fired. I don't know if he will. I don't know.
He should, but he's probably not going to. He should, though. How do you blow a 3-1 lead with a team like that?
Yeah. A team that was supposed to win it all.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they don't make
from all the reports coming out, he lost the locker room. Paul George and Kawhi didn't want to do. They weren't listening to him. He lost the locker room.
You got to fire a coach at that point.
All right, guys. Well, once again, thanks a lot for tuning in. We will catch you next week from the Bayou down there in Louisiana on Goose Sports' channel. But for now, guys, we're out of here. Once again, thanks a lot. Much appreciated. But we gone.
Peace.
Peace.